Hi everybody. So I've got this trolling motor, and I've had it in my attic for quite a few years. It had a problem with it. The dial on it or something was messed up, and like I say, it's been in the attic, and I messed with it a little bit. I probably could fix it, but another thing, I don't even remember where I got this motor from. I think it might have been when I had a boat. I had a 14-foot V-bottom boat with a 25 horse Johnson engine on it, but the engine came off of the boat and dropped to the bottom of the lake. So anyway, kind of lost interest in messing with the trolling motor, I guess. Plus, back then I think you had to license these things. I don't think you have to do that anymore in this state. But anyway, so it's kind of in pieces or whatever. I tested it to make sure it worked. But I'm going to turn this into an ice eater, I think. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So I've already actually kind of taken this off here and cut the wires. I'm only probably going to need just the two, the red and the black. Those turn on full power. The others I guess are for the lower speeds, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to use that or not. I'm going to talk to a friend of mine and see what he thinks. Probably not, but I thought maybe it might be nice to turn it down to a lower speed if ducks and geese are coming in or something, still kind of churn the water, but maybe not too much. But I'll get his opinion on it. He's much more of a duck and goose hunter than I am. But anyway, and also I've got this can here is a old shop vac that shot craps on me, and I still had the bucket to it, so I'm going to take and cut this out and open that up and mount this guy inside here somehow. I saw some videos on YouTube, and they're pretty informative. I might change things up just a little bit, but I might actually, I never saw anybody use one of these, but I might actually use this for the tilt, to tilt the bucket in and out of the water, level it up, or point it towards the surface of the water. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. So I've already made some measurements to make sure the trolling motor sits in here pretty centered, front to back, and so I've already made me a little pilot hole and made me a little circle there. I'm going to drill that out. For the shaft is going to be coming up. It's sitting in here, and the shaft will be sticking up out of here. So I'm going to drill my hole, and I'm going to be drilling it out with the it's got a little step drill bit here, so that's what I'm going to be drilling the hole out with. Should be able to take a pipe wrench and turn this on out of here. Yeah, good. Just fine. Alright, we got our hole drilled. The step drill bit that I had was only 7/8, so I had to grind it out a little bit. This is 1 inch diameter, so I grinded out a little bit. So, see if I do it. Then I took a file and just kind of cleaned up the boogers there a little bit. I might keep it up, fits good. That's perfect. I wanted it tight. So, alright. This thing's only 24-pound thrust. Not real big, but hopefully it'll still be okay. We'll see. I actually did try it in a laundry sink to see if it would do anything. It moved the water pretty good. It doesn't get too cold around here. The ice doesn't get too thick, so shouldn't be too bad. So try to, you guys can see maybe. I'm going to take and attach this on here eventually, so I will be cutting some of this off, but I want to make sure I get it centered in here, get my measurements, make sure I get this centered in the bucket here or whatever. Oh, I ground these little latches on here off too. They were kind of a pain in the butt, just in the way. Alright, so I got me a piece of metal, a little piece of flat bar, some kind of a decorative piece. I don't know what it is. I found that in my metal bone pile. Anyway, I'm going to cut out this is going to be for a bracket. It's going to go on the bottom of this thing, and it'll be attached to, inside here, down in here somewhere, and that will hold that in place down at the bottom. That should be enough. I already marked I think about 3 inches is long enough. I already marked a couple places. I'm going to drill some holes first, and then I'm going to bend it a little bit so it'll fit the round shape of the bucket. Alright, now we're going to see if we can put a bend in this. See if it's right about the right radius. It's not too bad. Let's see which go around the outside here. That's pretty good. Well, I guess I shouldn't have drilled these two holes yet. When I went to bend it, it kind of, it wasn't making a nice radius like I liked, so I should have waited. I thought it'd be easier because it was flat, but that's okay. We can do it afterwards. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this piece right here. Went ahead and bent that, and that looks pretty good. So we'll cut this off and throw it away. So. Okay, these two pieces are going to be up like this with that fin in the middle, and I'll drill a couple of holes through both of these and I'll weld that together. Okay, so I cut these two pieces earlier and went ahead and drilled holes in both of them, and went ahead and grinded off the chrome off of there. So you got, that's kind of what it looks like right there. This is on the tail fin of the motor, and then this piece right here is going to go just like that, and of course that'll sit on the bottom of the bucket, and I'm going to weld that right now. This bolt only goes, you know, through the fin, just the one bolt. The other one doesn't, but I just went ahead and put another one in there. Just thought I'd give it a little stability. So anyway, I'll weld this together and get back with you after that. Alright, so I got that welded together. So that's, as you can see, that's rounded at the bottom, and that'll fit the bottom of that bucket. Let's see if we can get it to go in there. So you can see how that's going to go. Looks like that's going to work pretty well. I'll drill away some 2 holes down here and put some bolts in there, and that looks like that's sitting pretty straight. Alright, I've got that mounted in there, and I just put it on this piece. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that for the frame. That's what I was planning on using when I build it. So that'll be pretty sweet. I can put that and adjust that at any angle I want, all the way up to straight up and down. I'm going to have to tighten that, make sure that doesn't move around. Kind of see how that's put in there now. A couple of bolts on the bottom. Now it's time to cut out the back, I think. Just didn't want to do that yet. I don't know why. It was no big deal. Just thought I'd keep it rigid while I was working on it. But I think I'll cut the back out now in there. So let's get to doing that. Alright, I got this piece of expanded metal. I think I'm going to take and set that down in there and weld that in just to keep the ice, I guess, chunks of ice from coming in from behind. Might break that plastic propeller. So anyway, I didn't cut real flush when I did. I was kind of thinking about just kind of dropping that down in there maybe, so that'll kind of hold it while I'm welding it. Alright, I made some marks around here for the inside of that bucket, so we'll see how we can cut this out now.